What up, y'all? It's another edition of Coffee Shop TALK. TALK. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How y'all doing out there? Oh man, it's fall. Football is about to start. Man, I'm excited about this right here, I'm real excited about the fall. I love the fall air. I love the fall season. I love when it gets cool outside where you can wear hoodies and put your jacket on and sweatsuits and things of that nature. I like that type of stuff. So, well, what up, y'all? This is Mark. I need for you guys to subscribe to me and refer me to someone. And check me out on Instagram at blase.blase. And that's SAH and ZAH. Blase.blase. I guess our topic today will be on what I'm talking about today is passive income. What is passive income? A lot of people have this misconception or a note that they can go out here and purchase properties for passive income. I'm talking about flipping properties or becoming a landlord. In my opinion, I don't think that being a landlord or owning properties, and you are the landlord of the property, gaining that money off of that property is considered to be passive income. Passive income is not something that you work hard for. I think you work for it, but you don't work hard for passive income. That's just my opinion now. I mean, you guys correct me in the comments if you guys want to say anything in the comments. I would love to read your comments because, like I said, I'm an ordinary person. I mean, I'm an ordinary guy living an ordinary life just like everybody else out there. So I'm not trying to say that I am an expert on anything. I'm not an expert on anything at all. Okay, but in my opinion, passive income is not something that you're working hard for or you're stressed out over. If you become a landlord, if you buy properties and you're saying, okay, I'm gonna buy properties and I'm gonna rent these properties out and I'm gonna become the landlord. If you become the landlord of the property, this is my opinion. Like I said, my opinion is always based on something that I've been through myself, though. So, but if you become a landlord, you have to deal with the everyday stress of that property. The everyday stress. You going out there buying these properties that cost X amount of dollars, and first of all, you don't know if it's a used property. If you're not building from ground up, you're buying a used property. That's first and foremost. So when you go in there, you don't know what's behind those walls, what's up under the floors, what's in the attic. You don't know what you have to deal with. That's the first thing. So you have to, when you buy properties, you have to be very strategic and know exactly what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing in that game, you could lose a lot of money. But after you get the property fixed and you get over that hump and you get it fixed and you rent it out, you still have to deal with the day-to-day with the landlord. I mean, not the landlord, but the tenant that's inside of the property. So you have to deal with their problems if they're having any problems. And then on top of that, you have to keep up with the property. You have to have the upkeep on the property, which is the maintenance on the property, the plumbing, the electricity, the roofing, the painting, all that good stuff. So all this stuff right here comes into play when you're buying a property and you're becoming a landlord. So to me, that is not passive income. It's not passive income to me. Passive income to me is something like, if you want, let's stick with real estate. If you buy, let's say REITs or REITs or whatever you guys want to call it. If you never heard of a REIT or a REIT, it's a real estate investment trust. Real estate investment trust, you can actually buy those. They're not a stock, but they're similar to stocks. They're not a mutual fund, but they function somewhat like a mutual fund because it's like investors pooling their money together to actually go out, to purchase properties. But it's on a larger scale, commercial stuff. It's on a larger scale, and you get a dividend off of this. So to me, that's passive income. You can use that as passive income, and after a while, it can become a monthly type of thing or a yearly type of thing for you, and it becomes a passive income. So to me, stress-free type of things to me are passive income. That's just my opinion, like I said. So the stress-free type of things out there that you're making money off of, stress-free, is passive income to me. That's just passive income to me. That's just my opinion in this whole thing when it comes down to passive income. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'll be having little discussions with my buddies, and we talk about a lot of things, and sometimes things like that come up. So I just wanted to share that with you guys about what I think is passive income when it comes down to real estate. So I just kind of shortened it up, gave you guys a little bits and pieces here and there, and we might revisit this situation, later on down the line. But I just wanted to get this off my chest because I was sitting there thinking about it after a conversation that we had. But passive income to me is not going out here buying properties and becoming a landlord. Now, if you're flipping properties, that's a whole different ballgame. If you buying them, you selling them, buying them and selling them, that's a whole different ballgame. That could be passive income if you know what you're doing. But have to know what you're doing when you're dealing with real estate. Everybody can't get into the real estate game. Like I said, it's a game that you can lose a lot of money on if you don't know what you're doing. But you can make a lot of money doing it also. So I don't want to discourage anybody out there from getting into the game. But note that if you get into the game, do your homework before you start doing anything when it comes down to real estate. Do your homework, do your due diligent work on the property itself. Diligent homework on the property itself to find out the history of the property, what the neighborhood looks like, what the neighborhood is like, what things in the neighborhood is selling for, the new comps in the neighborhood, and things of that nature. There's a lot of things behind that when you're buying real estate to become a landlord or to flip properties. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, subscribe, leave some comments for me so we can chit chat back and forth. I'm not afraid of comments. Hey, we can talk. That's what I'm here for. That's why I said I'm an everyday guy. This is coffee shop talk. So we can talk about anything, sitting down, having a cup of coffee, or just sitting around, just shooting the breeze. So it was good talking to you guys today. And like I always say, peace.